Hey everyone, my name is Adam Gatelli. I'm currently a professional basketball player here in Italy. This is my second year right now. We're in the middle of season, so as you can imagine, doing a lot of tying these basketball shoes. I'm going to walk you guys through a little tutorial of what I do every day, usually a few times a day, before, while I'm tying my shoes, and then as I'm playing, what I like to keep note of. First thing is comfort in my mind. You don't want your shoes too tight, too loose. You want to be able to perform at your highest level. You got to keep safety in mind, and you got to keep the longevity of the shoes in mind, because the way that you put your shoes on and the way you tie them could impact how long your shoes will be useful. So what I like to do before I even put these shoes on is get my socks nice and taut. I want to pull these back some. I don't want to suffocate my foot, but I definitely don't want a bunch of creases before I put my shoes on. Because like I said, you're going to be wearing these shoes for a couple hours. You want them to fit comfortably. These shoes here are Kobe 9 Lows. They're Flyknit editions, cookies and cream, I believe. These shoes are pretty difficult to get now. I got these a few years ago. I like to keep them on ice, break them out every once in a while. So before I put these on, I want to get these laces nice and loose. The main reason I do this is because I don't want my heel jamming into the back of the support here. Like I said, you want these shoes to last. You don't want to be messing up the back of this heel. That can mess up your support. It could crease the shoes in a bad way that'll cause them to rip and tear over time. So I'm getting all these nice and loose. Pull the tongue up. I'll put the shoe on. So I'll do that for both of them. By the way, I'm going to throw in a little injury prevention in here too. There's actually certain ways that you can tie your shoes that'll help you out a little bit if you're experiencing some pain. So I'll widen these out, pull the tongue out. Foot slides in pretty easily. I could almost do that without even using my hands if I just had them on the ground. So what am I going to do from here? Pull the tongue, and I'm going to go up rung by rung and tighten these. I don't want to start tightening them from the very top. I want to go one by one, pulling these. Like I said with the socks, you don't want to suffocate your foot either. There's actually been studies showing that the more you tighten your shoes, and if you can't feel the circulation in your feet, it'll greatly impact your performance. So I'm going to tighten them to where obviously my shoe's not going to fall off. I want to tighten up to where this arch and support is nice and snug. I'm not going to suffocate my feet. What I do from here is I have the laces out, cross them over, just generally tying shoes. I would say double knot them. Say 99.9% basketball players should double knot them, and you got your tied shoe. So now I'm going to go through an alternative for you guys. This one will help you if you struggle with shin splints. I know I had it one time and I used this method. So I'm going to start this method off with tightening the rungs once more, like we did before. Tighten the rungs one by one. But this time, you're going to take the laces out of the sides and you're going to pull them out. So if you can see, this last rung right here does not have a lace in it at the time. You're going to take the lace, instead of crossing it over, like you always do, to get it to the other rung, you're going to put it on the same side. So you see this little U shape we've got here? Looks a little odd. It's not usually what you do with shoes. You're going to do that on both sides. I'm going to get that on the other end. So you've got these two loops on both sides. You got the shoelaces going up just like normal. Now you're going to cross them over. I'm going to feed it through the loop on each side. Feed it through, feed it through. From here you tighten it. And what you can see is it'll allow my ankle to be a little bit more mobile forward and backwards, but I still have the support on the sides here. You're going to tie it just like normal. This ankle mobility will be key if you have shin splints, because it'll put a lot less pressure on your shin if your ankle has the ability to move forward and backwards. Like I said, still got the support on the sides. You'll be good to go. I'm going to show you how to untie these two. Untie them typically like a double knot. Same thing, I see a lot of guys, when they untie their shoes, they'll take this and they'll stomp on the heel to get them off. That's just not a way to let your shoes last. I just do it in the opposite. So the way I tie them is the way I untie them. Get that tongue out, pull them off. I'll let them breathe a little bit depending on how long you had them on. Pull them open. The last thing you want to do is just start stomping on this arch. The more you wear down that arch, the less these shoes are going to last. But thank you guys for tuning in. And if you got any questions, let me know.